Pakistan batting first, and Saeed Anwar, the left-hander, on strike to Darren Goff. Brown down at third man. Another specialist one-day player on the international stage. Ali Brown back into England colours. Short from Goff, hammered away through straight mid-wicket. That's the first boundary of the day. I don't suppose it's going to be the last.
Very unlikely to be the last. This pitch is looking quite good. Hardly any grass on the surface, and whatever grass there is very brown, so no pace, no lateral movement, and that was just a fraction too short from Darren Goff. Perhaps that is closer to the length that he should be bowling to Afridi. Doesn't want to be too short to side Anwar though.
Top of Stewart. All part of the cut and thrust of the one-day game. Could have sympathy for the bowler, but the crowd love the boundaries.
I think batting at the pavilion, and you'll always find the batsmen quite willing to go for their shots, whether they are hooking or cutting, because any top edge will certainly get to the boundary, as that one did, just evading Alex Stewart. It's all downhill towards the pavilion end.
That's away through the inner ring for 4.
Pakistan is certainly not lacking for support here in Birmingham. But that's the nature of this one-day game, these boundaries. Anything that's slightly off target, whether it is in length or line, you'll find the batsmen quite eager to play aggressive shots.
Up and over again. Darren Goff will have to chase round to complete the fielding. Through mid-off for 4. Well, about Old Trafford, we said that there was no margin for error for the bowlers. The same applies here. This looks like a magnificent pitch to have won the toss on and chosen to bat first.
So difficult to know the exact line and the length.
Here's Ali Brown at mid-off. 12 from the over, 25 without loss. Well, that's a magnificent stroke. Darren Goff immediately indicating to Alex Stewart that he wants the long leg up into the circle and some cover out on that offside. England hemorrhaging boundaries at the moment.
Good shot. Brilliant shot. You don't want to be pitching too far up to Shahid Afridi. That you would think would be the right length. Perhaps just a fraction wide, perhaps just a little bit too wide as far as line is concerned, but that length, you certainly don't want to be going up to him further than that. No, it's just a matter of protecting that offside. Fine leg comes up.
The batsman's trying to feel the ball on the middle of the bat. That's not the case today. Working perfectly. Not properly timed. There'll be at least 2 here. Mark Elam. Out on the offside. That's a magnificent strike up in the air. But Elam's underneath it, and he's taken the catch into the wind. The ball hung up in the breeze, and Alan Mullally has got rid of Shahid Afridi. That's a very important wicket for the home team.
Staying back on the edge, Elam. Went a long way though. If he had walked in a fair bit, he would have been able to get back. But certainly a lot easier coming in than going back to take a catch. I don't think he quite got hold of this Shahid Afridi. Comfortably taken. That's what England needed. They needed an early wicket. They needed to get rid of Shahid Afridi. He's a dangerous man. 25 off 24 balls. It's 34 for 1.
Pakistan are going to continue with their aggressive intent. Abdur Razzaq's up the order at number 3.
It's going to be 4 because fine leg is up in the circle. And they just run away backward of square for another boundary. It's 42 for 1. Good shot down the ground. I don't think it'll go for 4. It wasn't quite timed. It'll bring the 50 up for Pakistan. 50 up in the 14th over. It's nicely turned around the leg side. This could run away for 4 across the square. It's been nicely timed. So Anwar just getting into his stride. 2 and a 4 off successive balls.
You're winning!
Have to hurry here. Now then. Could be trouble here. Ben Hollyoak. Now the third umpire will have to have a look at this to see if Razzaq has gained his ground.
Excellent piece of fielding. At that point area, he had to aim at one stump. And Abdur Razzaq just a little short of the crease there. He's gone. And that's a vital breakthrough.
Great piece of fielding by Hollyoak. Razzaq has gone. That's the breakthrough that England wanted. Smile all over Hollyoak's face, and no wonder.
One-handed pickup and bullseye. Abdur Razzaq struggling to get in time into that popping crease. Not there. Alex to confirm to the players that Abdur Razzaq was short of the crease. He's gone for 9 and Pakistan lose their second wicket for 55.
Inzamam's away, first ball.
Beautifully timed. Absolutely magnificent piece of timing. That has raced off the middle of the bat. Nothing the field can do. Well, that for me is the shot. Oh, no, that's high. It's going to be safe. Michael Vaughan doing the fielding. But, a little lucky there, Lindsay. It's 72 for 2. Impatient.
Well, that is not the place to bowl. He's just patted that one. Trescothic out there. He does a good job to keep that in, but he's only going to save 1. They get 3 for their trouble. A good piece of fielding, good throw too. Not a good bowl, and a good shot there from Inzamam.
Oh, he's thrown everything of that. It's wide, and terrific effort from Alex de Brown. That's a great piece of fielding. Eventually he gets under control. John Hempshire will want to check that quite rightly, but I think you'll find that it was a great effort whatever happened.
Well, a bit of room there from Cork. He slashed that away, and well, that's a good stop there from Brown, and then has to get up, recompose himself, and does he get this in time? Well, it looks fine by me.
Good feeling, had the presence of mind to flip the ball back. And good fielding, there can be all kinds of trouble. Now, should Mark Elam have been behind the stumps?
Well, it was a good piece of fielding, good throw, but watch this bounce. Look, the bowler just refuses to get back on time, and the first thing you do in that situation, but that's a An awkward bounce there, but he should have been back a lot earlier than that.
He'd have been out, wouldn't he? Any kind of take.
Edged away, that could be 4 more. And is. Do you know, I don't think Mark Ian's done an awful lot wrong with either delivery either. He's got some more stick here too. That'll bring the 100 up. It's a boundary. It's beautifully timed. Well, wide, followed by a full toss. The full toss just put away.
England trying a variation of taking the pace off the ball, Vaughan into the attack. Might be a hunch from Stewart, maybe a plan from the team, but it's dangerous.
And that's poor bowling. Short. It's very well played indeed. That takes him to 50. Managed to get enough power into the shot to beat the field. Knew what he was trying to do, performed it perfectly. It's yet another 50 for Syed Anwar in one internationals. His 40th. After that 1900s, you see just why he's such a valuable player to Pakistan.
And somebody wants an autograph. Would you believe it? But what a lovely sweep that is, an up to down sweep. He picks his spot very fine. A wonderful record in one-day cricket, Syed Anwar, but England are just giving runs away here.
So Syed in form again. He's struggled a wee bit in the test matches. Didn't quite have his test match form sorted out, but give him a one-day game, he's up there again. Still flowing. It's through the offside, very quickly down to third man. Ali Brown, who has been fielding well the rest of the day, couldn't get across in time to get right behind that.
It's an Anwar shot, is this? Any sort of width, just a flick of the wrist. Ali Brown, oops. Ali oops.
That's flying past Ben Holyoake. Is he just having to hurry now? You don't often see him have to hurry quite like that. He normally takes the option of not coming back, but he had no option at all there.
Well, he might fancy the bowling. And you don't see it too often that he puts a spurt on. A full ball that goes behind square on the offside. He just hesitates there, and now he wants to.
Straight down the ground, that's imperious. It's one bounce, it's smacked into the fence at the pavilion end. Inzamam has taken 3 balls to size up Paul Collingwood.
Well, I thought he fancied him. I also said that there's nobody straight. I'm just looking to see if the field changes now. It does. Mark Elam drops back at mid-off. He drops onto the boundary at long-off. So it's just a defensive field now. Just 4 inside the circle for Collingwood.
Goff's got 4 overs to bowl. Mullally 3. Elam 2 more after this one. That's up and over mid-on. That's another big hit. And the signal is 6 from Barry Duddleston. Syed Anwar's second maximum.
What a hit. Stayed in his crease and just lifted the bowler effortlessly over long on. That's a special hit from Syed Anwar. Excellent balance. Once again fetching the ball from that outside the off stump. Clean swing of the bat.
Ben Holyoake can't quite reach it. Slower ball, but that's been picked up. One bounce 4 over mid-wicket. It's a cruel baptism for Paul Collingwood with the ball in one-day cricket.
It's an excellent pitch. Inzamam hitting on the rise. The ball was short. He was on the front foot and still managed to hit it away through mid-wicket without any problem. One bounce into the fence.
repeat dose. Stewart's going to have a rethink here. Got to give some cover for Collingwood on that leg side. Inzamam joining the party.
Alex Stewart, they're helping his youngster out there, playing his first game. Always is a difficult task to control a quality batsman on a batting paradise. Wonderfully put away by Inzamam. In control once again, having the confidence to go across the line. Bringing a lot of joy to the Pakistani supporters here. Quickly now moves on to 44.
For Inzamam now. Both batsmen registering half centuries. They're two of the very best one-day players in world cricket. And the thousands of Pakistan supporters standing for their hero. They love Inzi. Goss put it down. He deceived Anwar with a change of pace, but couldn't hang on to the return catch. 158 for 2 after 33. And Goss just put down side Anwar. Nothing going England's way currently.
A leading edge. And Alex Stewart had brought on Darren Gough to provide him with a breakthrough. It was almost there. Saeed Anwar trying to flick the ball. Edge and straight to Gough, who couldn't probably sight it.
Pakistan have scored 33 no less off the last 4 overs. In a partnership of 112.
Well, Vaughan only bowls his off-spin occasionally. It's in the air, but wide of mid-off. That's a great shot from Inzamam. Just opened the face on that, got it in the gap. It's another blistering boundary from Inzamam. And Anwar's strike rate's increasing all the time as well. He's 75 from 97. Better strike rate than Inzamam. That's smashed through wide mid-on. A little bit of width and a good length delivery. You could have hit that, you feel, anywhere he liked. He picked the gap wide of mid-on.
Long way in the air, but fieldsman right down deep on the fence.
That's gone one bounce over the rope, over wide, mid-off for 4 more.
Hollyoak's copping a little bit of stick here. The Pakistan fans pretty happy with that. I'm not too sure that the English ones would be. Warwick Stewart isn't there. He's giving Hollyoak a bit of advice. He's got to mix up the pace. The pitch isn't doing anything. This is where you've got to really...
The field now has changed slightly. Fine leg is up in the circle, and mid-off has gone back to long off. And Inzamam has just flicked that away, backward a square for 4. That brings the 200 up for Pakistan. And 8,000 runs for Inzamam in one-day cricket. What a record that is.
Well, he's got a few more to come too as well. The 200 up in the 39th over. Pakistan are looking ominous here. But Inzamam, there's the experience. He's counted on this being a Yorker because he just slogged him down the ground with a half volley. And there he goes across and just sweeps him around the corner.
He's moving up that leading run scorers table in one-day international cricket. Saeed Anwar also at the crease, also 8,000 runs. It's a phenomenal experience at the crease here. Oh, unlucky. Drilled back at Hollyoak. It just didn't stick in his left hand.
Well, it was a good attempt, wasn't it? It was a good hit, good strike. It's very difficult to hold these ones. He just falls away to his left, drills it back at him, tries to get his hand after that. Has he got tape on that hand there? Oh, I'm not seeing too well there, but it did come sharply at him. just didn't. They've got to hit right in the middle or they don't stick, and that's exactly what happened. Yes, it's been a very, well, handy partnership, more than handy for Pakistan, but I think the biggest worry at the moment from the England point of view is just, well, the lack of penetration, really. I mean, as we said before, this pitch is not a full bowling paradise. There's the wicket as we speak, and it's just a slice off the blade. I think it's Hollyoak, the catcher out there, just backward a point. It's taken a little while, just as I said. The biggest worry was the run out was the last wicket. Well, this time it was a genuine wicket.
Yeah, slightly slower ball, I think, from Dominic Cork's side. Anwar slicing this away to backward point. Then Hollyoak taking the catch, simple catch really, just looped to him off an open face. That's the end for Syed Anwar. 77 from 106 balls. It's 205 for 3. So here's Yusuf Yohana. 79 matches.
Inzaman out there, but anything's possible. He can just take it back to 260. I think that's quite a reasonable score to chase out there.
Plenty of width on that. It's in the air, and it's a good catch. Trescothick takes the catch coming in from deep cover. That is a good catch. He's picked it up around his ankles. Dominic Cork has struck twice now in 2 overs, and both the main batsmen have gone. Inzaman, the latest to go for 79.
Well, that's the wicket they needed. Inzaman looking there, a little bit disappointed. It's not a bad piece of bowling here from Cork. Just a bit whitish, a bit slow, and a good catch here from Trescothick out there at the sweeper at point. Judges it well. He's looking to the sun too as well there. It's a good catch there from the big man, but that is a very important wicket there. As Cork has shown, 2 in the over, 4 for 210. El Haq on his way for 79.
26 years of age. He's pretty keen. Azam Mahmood sprinting out to the middle. Watch that blade of grass, son.
Well, I hope he's better between the wickets.
Chopped away. Now he's found the gap there. This could well go to the boundary. Right between the 2 men. Nothing they can do about it. So what was a good over ends up costing Ahmed Ali 6. It's 220 for 4. Well, it's over the man there. It's going to go all the way to the boundary. It's another slower ball. Maybe 3 in a row. He's just pushing it a little. Clubbed away through that mid-wicket area. Long chase. There's not much that anyone can do about that. That was the area I was talking about, Mikey. I think anything that they can get over there, they'll go for. Big area. Look for 2 here again. They're coming back for it. Darren Goff's got a good arm. Now, Edgebaston calls the 3rd umpire. Let's have a look at this. Good throw. That's what you like. Nice height. On your bike. That's out. Yusuf Yohana, run out. Good fielding by Darren Goff. Disappointment. Do you take these chances at this stage? If there's any error from the fielder, you pick up your 2. There wasn't. That was an excellent throw. Well, unorthodox, but very, very effective. Really good over. Just 3 from it, and then the final ball. Great improvisation. It's 243 for 5. That's a good shot. That's going to be 4. Terrific placement over extra cover, and that brings up the 250 for Pakistan. And they still have 2.5 overs to go.
That was a good shot for Azam Mahmood.
First 50, 81 balls in the accelerator came. Second is 65, and then look at that. 3rd in 44, 4th in 49, and who's to say there's not one more to come? Well, it's 4 more. A very expensive over. 15 runs off it. If we stand 2 overs to go, it's 258 for 5. And that's clubbed away, and that's a big hit. That's 6 over extra cover. That is an enormous blow. There's a Mahmood. He's enjoying himself, Mikey.
He's a good player, this Asa Mahmood. Very good one-day player. Strikes the ball beautifully. Not too bad with the ball when he's in the field either. So have a look at that.
I think that's out. No real celebrations. Outside edge, regulation, through to Alex Stewart. Darren Goff. So, his first wicket.
I think there's a lot to celebrate at the moment. England, just a bit of relief to get rid of another batsman. Good delivery again from Darren Goff. Batsman trying to hit it through the mid-wicket region instead of hitting straight down the ground. That was the reason for his downfall. Certainly would have been a lot better hitting straight. 265 for 6.
Flurry for him for an over and a half. Yes, so much I think really is just to get a single and get Mahmood back on strike. They'll look for 2 again, and I'm sure they'll go for it. But, this time settling for 1. And that's a good style. Last over there from Donald Cork, good stuff. Just 4 from it. 50 overs then, 273 for 6. Pakistan, and then a target of 274 to win this first NatWest one-day international. Edgebaston. Within a couple of overs, Sideline was 77 from 106 deliveries, then Inchman 79 from 95. 50 overs, 273 for 6. There were 20 extras in that.
Wasn't easy bowling out there, although the England frontline bowlers Goff and Mullally started off reasonably well. Mullally 4.4, Cork 4.6. Those are the sort of figures that you're looking for, but Elam was the best. 3.5 his economy rate. 4 wickets taken. Not enough, especially at the very beginning. So it was tough.
Against this very experienced Pakistan side. Here's Wasim Akram with the first ball of the England innings. England away. It's cut away down to third man. He's got plenty of bat on it. That's the first boundary. Well played by Marcus Trescothick, right in his slot. 9 without loss. A slower ball. It's gone over the top this time. May not have enough on it to get to the boundary. It won't. But it's 3 to Ali Brown, and that's what he's got to do. If he's going to play right at the top of the order, he's got to go through with his strokes.
Well, I don't think that is the reason he was sent there in the first place. He has to try and hit over the top. Within the first 15 overs, as we know, only 2 fielders are allowed outside that circle. Pakistan took advantage of that through Shahid Afridi. Ali Brown has to try and do the same.
600 games just short of. Clubbed away through mid-wicket. He's got enough on that to get it through for 4. It's Trescothick's second boundary. Edge gone. Waqar's got rid of Ali Brown. That's a quicker delivery. Up nudging 84 miles an hour. He's got himself loose and he's got rid of Ali Brown. Just a thin edge through to Latif. England are 1 down.
Left him fractionally. Waqar Younis with that lower arm action of his. Just pushing the ball towards the slip cordon. Very thin edge. Actually got to drop those simple catches. And the Pakistan strike early. Always good to get early wickets. It's 28 for 1.
Nick Knight is the new batsman for England, coming in at number 3. His home ground, of course, Edgebaston. 31 years of age now. 29 for 1. I see him having some physio. That's got to be close. Did he pitch in line? Well, all the Pakistan fielders are up. They're all up. I think that might just have pitched outside leg stump.
Well, it depends on which direction it was heading. It seemed to me as if it was coming back into the left-handed batsman, and if that is so, that would mean it pitched in line. But it pitched just outside the line. Just straightened, but just fractionally outside leg stump, Waqar.
That's a great shot. Just a bit of wind, and crashed away through square cover for 4 by Trescothick.
Waqar Younis will feel even more aggrieved now. He's absolutely sure he had that delivery before. And then this, the very next delivery, dispatched to the boundary. Rubbing salt into the wound.
Things pretty even at the moment. Paul was telling you Pakistan with 34 for 1 after 8 overs. England 3 runs to the good. Knight's made just 3. Nicely timed away through the offside. That's going to find the boundary.
You see the excellence of this pitch again. Anything just short of a length and slightly wide.
Lovely shot, straight down the ground. Marvellous shot. No slog there.
Wants to remember that shot, Marcus Trescothick. Down the pitch, hit the ball, down the ground straight. The previous delivery, it was as one of those typical English, if you like, angled bats. See if I can get it down to third man. But down the ground. Plenty of room with a full face of the bat.
This is up in the air. Inzamam's called for it, but in fact it's Younis Khan who's taken the catch. He got there first. The end of Marcus Trescothick for 28. England 2 down for 46 in the 10th.
Well, it's not hard to get there before Inzi. Younis Khan does the trick, but it's a slow delivery from Waqar Younis. Off-spinning action of the ball, pitches outside leg stump. Totally foxes Marcus Trescothick. Doesn't know where it's gone. Inzi gets there eventually, but it's Younis Khan who takes the catch. Another strike for Pakistan in the 10th over. Marcus Trescothick this time. He's gone for 28 and it's 46 for 2.
England skipper Alex Stewart is at the non-striker's end. He's in at number 4. Physio not there at the moment. Here's Waqar. Stewart's got that away. It's beaten the wide mid-off. That's away for 4. Not only a good pitch here, but a very fast outfield.
Yes, he's 50 up for England, 52 for 2 in the 12th over.
At last, Waqar's happy with the field. That's away wide of third man. Track lane's not going to stop that.
Another left-handed shot. We saw plenty of those from Saeed Anwar. Nick Knight this time.
Well, Saeed Anwar was a little bit similar in the Pakistan innings too. He didn't time it like we're used to seeing him, but he still made up for it in the end.
What a catch! Great catch! Shoaib Malik, the substitute fielder, diving away to his left. Just never looked like dropping it.
No, very good dismissal, that one there.
Alex Stewart, he'd be disappointed with that. Got a good bit of bat on that, but a very good dive to the left there. Alex Stewart trying to see the replay. We'll see it right now. He gets forward on this ball, driving it, just got it a touch in there. A good, well, one-hander that is. Great catch there from Malik. And they're the sort of catches that really do bring back these matches. Mahmood thought that was 4. I think they were pretty happy to see the end result.
Great catch. Alex Stewart gone for 10. It's 3 down now for 69. Squad number 99. And fresh from his maiden Test match 100 at Old Trafford. That's his career so far. Embryonic, really. 3 matches. This is 3rd. Average is just 17.5. Interesting, very interesting match. It's a good delivery because the previous 2 had gone away. No shot offered by Nick Knight. Still there.
Well, this will be interesting. There's the shadow up the pitch. Well, it hits. Well, just maybe missing, isn't it? No shot. Don't get too much closer than that, but, well, not a lot in it.
Right, let's see what the boffins reckon. Missing comfortably.
Wasn't missing by that much.
They need a substantial 100-plus partnership from one pair. That's a fine shot. This time Nick Knight has timed it absolutely perfectly. It's raced away. He was given width that time by Azamud, and it's about time too that he took advantage.
Yeah, just too short and too wide from Mahmood. Nick Knight doesn't miss this one. Just a half tracker and wide too as well. But this time he's got the balance better that time. He's gone at the ball rather than away from it. Just placed, didn't try to overhit it. There's the width. And he's gone more at the ball and just rolled the wrist. Timed it beautifully.
Now, has he got it away from the man? He's dropped it. Been dropped. So playing the man who had a lot of ground to make, he got there. Once you get there, you feel you should hang on to it. And led off the Nick Knight. He did it pretty well.
That's right. Could be a costly miss. The Clan Mushtaq thought he had it covered. He had to move across and got there in time. Let it slip in the end.
Just the way he slides there. I'm just wondering if there is maybe just a little bit of dampness now in the air.
Good crowd in today. Zaza continues.
Oh, I don't believe it. That is, well, if anything, that's better. Side Anwar, we saw a magnificent catch just now. Showed Malik. Now, just have a look at this. Side Anwar. Michael Vaughan must be, well, I don't believe it. That's what he's saying. Just have a look at this. 2 magnificent catches. And if anything, this one might even be better than his.
Well, this is a wonderful take by Said Anwar. Anticipated it quite beautifully. Then come up the middle of the bat, played it at an angle, and look at that diving effort. One-handed pickup. It can't get better than that.
Michael Vaughan's gone. And it's 86 for 4. For Collingwood. Making his debut. He was sitting there thinking, oh, Michael Vaughan's just going to hit a boundary there. But Saeed Anwar had another idea. Absolutely magnificent one-handed catch. Diving away. Well bowled, and he's gone. LBW. Trapped on the back foot. First thing you have to consider as an umpire, one of those that did swing, has it done too much? Where's it pitched? You have to say, though, it did look pretty adjacent.
That's right, he missed it completely, Collingwood. It was pitched up, a little movement, possibly an in-swinger. Yes, it was an in-swinger. And wrapped him in front of the middle and leg stump. No hesitation there whatsoever.
Out is the word. Paul Collingwood's gone for 2. It's 92 for 5. And Holyoke up the crease. I think that he made his debut back in '97 against the Aussies at Lord's. He scored 63. It's been a lot of one-dayers since then. That could be 4. It is 4. Much needed relief in England. Good night. Again, though, was allowed to get his arms free. Claiming the catch. Ben Holyoke standing there, he's not sure. No, I'm sure the umpires will just get that check. Sackling, though, threw it up straight away. His reaction says it was out. Now, the batsman's perfectly entitled to wait and see. The umpires are entitled to have a replay and have a look at it.
Confused look on the batsman. They're suggesting that the batsman himself is not sure and rightly being referred to the third umpire. Wanted delivery from Saklan, a little spin. And yes, it's cleanly taken.
Good catch. So you see why Ben Holyoke stood there. He wouldn't have been certain. But there it is. Out. Sackling strikes in his first over. It took him 4 balls. England in all kinds of trouble. 108 for 6. Ben Holyoke has gone for 6. Dominic Cork, new batsman. He's there because of a very good caught and bowled. And Sackling, just his 4th delivery. And Holyoke is the victim.
It's a very good catch, low down. Holyoke driving, able to keep the ball along the pitch. Nicely held by Saklan. Anticipated it well. He's overjoyed.
That's a great shot. He used his feet well and crashed it over wide, extra cover for 4.
Need to do a bit more of that, England. Raza Mahmood is the type of bowler that you can afford to do that to. He's not very quick. Got to use your feet, otherwise you'll just bowl that negative length where you find it almost impossible to drive. That was a good shot. Mid off and mid on up.
And they're still up, still mid off up, and still mid on up. And that's a good response. Quicker. 119 for 6, 30 overs gone. Dominic Cork. Oh, that's great bowl. Oh, and nearly, very nearly taken by Latif. That was a valiant effort. Nick Knight completely bamboozled by that.
Very fortunate to get away with that, Nick Knight. Brilliant bowling from Sackling Mushtaq.
Cork's crashed that through square cover for 4, using his feet again. Good aggressive batting from Dominic Cork.
These are the men that you have got to try and attack. There's no point in trying to attack Wasim Akram and Waqar Younis. Azam Mahmood, Abdul Razak. They certainly are capable of being hit. Not too sure about hitting Sackling Mushtaq either. So you have got to take advantage of these two.
5 for 40 against England in Lahore in October. And he started really well here. Dominic Cork has gone to Afridi's first ball. Zipped through Cork's attempt to dab it away down to third man. It wasn't a particularly bright stroke. The first ball he faced. Afridi with a quickish, straightest ball has done Cork.
Lots of batsmen play Afridi as a leg spinner. You have got to play Afridi the same way you'd play Anil Kumble. He's not spinning the ball a great deal, just as Anil Kumble did. That is why it got through. It's 135 for 7.
Mark Elam is the new batsman for England, coming in at number 9. Freedy in his first over, in fact with his first ball.
That's Nick Knight's 50. Comes off 92 deliveries, just 4 fours in it. Strike rate of 54.3. Been very difficult for him, the wickets falling all around him. That's the end of Mark Elam. A big heave across the line. And England's 8th wicket goes down.
Well, he tried to use his feet, didn't he, Elam? But a slow delivery here, a little bit higher, a little bit shorter here from Sutcliffe, and he still tried to swat the shot. He didn't play straight, didn't renege out of it, fell short of it here, and then the cross-bat slog just nicked his pad, went straight through his defences and into the stumps.
Mark Elam's gone. It's 144 for 8. Darren Gough comes to the crease. Well, England have got a lot of work to do before the World Cup of 2003, and they're a long way off the mark at the moment. Smiling Darren Gough. Well, he's given that one. Darren Gough trapped in front. And he won't come much straighter. The only thing I think Darren Gough will be thinking, now, did I get any bat on that? If he didn't, well, it's plumb.
Well, I don't think he did. He just waltzed across in front of the stumps. Freddie a little bit quicker than Sutcliffe. We'll just look where there's pitches, right in the shaded area, and straightens up. See you later, Darren.
Might just have been a little unlucky there. Might have got a little inside edge there. I think he did as well. He's gone for 1. It's 147 for 9. Not renowned for his prowess with the bat. So, Freedy. There's the dart, but the dart wasn't on target. Wides called, and there's 4 of them.
Didn't get this one on line, and on the leg side as well. No chance for the keeper.
Freedy certainly enjoying this. He's improving his figures. Still no luck. His economy rate is improving though.
Getting people off. Well, let's have a look at the batting card while this gets sorted out. 43.30 is gone. Extras 21. That is in actual fact the 3rd highest scorer in this English innings. 159 for 9. Nick Knight, 54 not out. Marcus Trescothick at the top of the innings, 28, and Dominic Cork, the only player to really chip in with 18 from 21 deliveries.
Very pathetic batting card, that bowling card certainly looks very impressive. Has even got more impressive in the latter stages of this innings when they were all blocking. The only man not to get a wicket was Akram. Bowled beautifully though, 7 overs for 20 runs. Economy rate of 2.86, has an economy rate of just over 3 overall in his career, Wasim Akram, and that's brilliant. But good going by Pakistan. Very good bowling supported by excellent fielding.
Well, the players are having to take an enforced break here, and while these people who call themselves cricket supporters,
as Pakistan's captain, heavily escorted, is basically trying to get the message across to all his supporters, the Pakistan supporters, that they should be away behind the fences. Now, I hate to say this, but I think we're just being a little heavy-handed here, because as far as I can tell, I've got a fantastic view of the ground from the studio, and we can see on the camera pictures there. As far as I can tell, the spectators are now back where they should be. They're off behind the boundary ropes. Conceivably, this game is going to last for one more ball. And I think it's playing it rather heavy-handedly to try and say you must get everyone back into a seat or the other side of the fences. Just accept there are a lot of Pakistan supporters here overjoyed that their team has performed again very, very well indeed. They're going to run on again when the game's finished, and good luck to them. And that's what we do need more of, stumps. All the black ones have disappeared. Let's hope we've got some for Cardiff on Saturday. And, well, the car is there. Not quite sure what he can do, to be honest. It's not as though he's out there talking. It's not quite Colin Cowdrey in the West Indies.
Yeah, there's two captains, match referee, both the umpires, a third umpire, and officials from the ECB. And I think they were just trying to make sure that if play did recommence, then everybody was going to be safe and everything was going to work out okay. And fingers crossed, we hope it will.
OK, Paul, thanks very much indeed for that. Now, ironically, here we are sitting discussing players' safety. Just looking at those pictures just now, as the Pakistan team came out from an area which should be quite safe, i.e. the pavilion, they struggled to get through, and I don't know whether it's just a bit of over-exuberance or what, but anyway, they're on their way. That is the good news. As I said, the possibility is this could just last one more ball. The other possibility, it could last a whole 6.5 overs, and won't make a jot of difference to the result.
Damage is done, and there are so many static conversations going around. Stewards with the crowd, just pleading with them. But out on the field, Alan Mullally is in earnest conversation with Pakistan fielders. The umpire is now coming back into his position. Service that will be resumed as soon as possible. It's farcical, absolutely farcical. And very pedantic from Alan Mullally to say that he can't see. It's a big LBW shout from Afridi. Barry Goulston, a good umpire. Plays to the laws, plays to the rules. I know what he'd like to do. Definitely know what he'd like to do. Decent pace, short run. Big shout, big appeal, and that's gone. Outside edge, Alan Mullally, that brings all this sorry proceedings to an end. And would you believe it, there's a pitch invasion. Pakistan have won this first NatWest series game by 108 runs, comprehensive victory for them. The players get back to the safety of the dressing room, hopefully. Very, very congested area there. The players will get back to that safety of their own dressing room. It's been a sad end to this game, but Pakistan, make no mistake, have announced themselves for one-day cricket in these matches to come in the NatWest series. They've got the strongest side, they've got the best players, and soon they'll have to contend with Australia. England have just been brushed away.